Personally, I am not a violent person. I run or I flee from every appearance of a fight. Physical, that is. My name is Laoli Bitoye, and today I'd like to talk about battles. Yeah, the Hollywood has done a good job of actually making the battles seem a bit appealing sometimes when the hero just sweeps in and one guy just takes down 1,000 foes. Yeah, well, probably we've seen that in the Holy Book. But there's that appealing feeling to it that makes you want to be there, to want to be the hero. But interestingly, it's not really like that. But that's for the physical battles. But there are other battles that we all get to fight in our lives. The battles we fight in our minds, the battle we fight at the workplace, in our academics, generally just to get ahead in life. We fight all sort of battles. But the interesting thing is that most of the times we fight a losing battle, or we even start the fight from a very disadvantageous point, right? Where we lost the fight even before we began. I picked wisdom from an old sage that said that pick your fights carefully. And sometimes running away from a fight is also the best way to fight that battle. So it's just that sometimes we know for a fact that there are some things we need to fight through. Things are not going your way. The business is not going the way you planned it. Or life is just dealing you some really bad cards. There are some battles that there is nothing you can do about them. Right? While there are others that you can't actually walk your way through. The important part is having the wisdom to know the difference. The battles that you can do nothing about are the ones where you need to leverage on wisdom to know how to handle, how to evade, how to not just get by, but to thrive even while dealing with them. Okay? See, once someone is attacking you and you know the person is way stronger than you, rather than standing there and trying to prove macho, you can evade. The popular story of David and Goliath, the part that we were meant to remember the most is that David took the stone and swung it right into the forehead of Goliath. Beautiful. But some parts of that story have been cut away, or that part it just didn't make it into the mainstream media when the story was being told. It actually talked about the part where Goliath would throw his javelin, right, his spear, and David would jump, he would evade. And that went on for about a while before he was finally able to get his bearing or even get the opportunity to take the shot. If David had stood right in front of Goliath, head on, and feel, you're Goliath, I'm David, and I'm supposed to kill you, the battle would have been over way before it even started. So there is the part of where you need to understand, study your battle, and know how to tackle it. Don't rush in and just, yes, it's a battle, yes, I'm going to win, so let's just go in there. David knew he was going to win, somewhat. Well, it came with a higher power, true, but there was still a necessity for him to understand how to fight his battle. We all have our battles, but there is a way that we need to fight our battle for us to win. And until we start fighting our battles the right way, we'll keep losing, or we'll keep having the lower hand. So yes, like I said, there are some battles that are way over our head, that there is nothing we can do about them, seemingly. While there are some battles that we can win outrightly, but sometimes some of us lose even those battles because we do not fight them appropriately. We do not fight them with the right weapons. We do not fight them in the right way with the right tactics. Jumping head on into the battlefield is one of the most assured ways that a person is going to perish. So I encourage you. What are the battles you're fighting? How have you been fighting them? And what can you do to make it a winning battle? My name is Lauli Bitoye, and I wish you the very best as you pick your fight carefully and walk towards victory. Everyone, bye-bye.